Alright guys, and hopefully you can okay, I think that is working now. Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel, and today I am bringing you a live stream on Prime Day. So this is Prime Day number 1, and we have a couple of things that I want to talk about today. So basically, yeah, I just want to kind of firstly thank you for tuning in. It's been a couple of months minimum since I've kind of streamed, and I've been doing some other things, but I wanted to come back with the stream, particularly today on Prime Day, and I almost want to kind of combine talking about some of the best Prime Day deals that are out there with kind of a bit of a rundown of some of my favourite earbuds of the year so far. So obviously we are kind of past that centre point of the year, that midpoint of the year, but now I think we're seeing more and more announcements coming out as we move into kind of autumn and winter. We're seeing some big releases now on the horizon, so I just wanted to kind of take stock, talk about some of the best earbuds of the year, but yeah, just kind of take a look really at some of the deals that are on today, as you'll know from previous kind of Prime Days, whether it's the one at Christmas, or this one, which is the kind of the summer, the July one. There's some fantastic deals to be had, and it really is worth tapping in if you can, because you're not going to beat the value you get on some of these deals. So that's kind of where I'm at. So yeah, whether you're watching this as a catch up or you are tuning in live, obviously if you are, please do say hello in the chat, and ask any questions that you might have. But thank you for watching today. Let's kind of get into number 1, which you can see there on the screen. You can see it is the fantastic Nothing Ear. So this is one of those kind of products where you just it's unbelievable that they've managed to, thinking about where they started with the Nothing Ear 1, the fact that they have come out now with this, which is an updated version of that great release from last year, the Nothing Ear 2, which I was a massive fan of, by the way, with this refined version. You can see there that we have got a really good deal today, and I am going to be focusing on the UK in terms of the deals here. If you are looking for US, quite often they are similar anyway, but please check out, I'm sure El Jefe will be streaming either today or tomorrow. Picky Audio has dropped a stream today, just a couple of hours ago, and the likes of Gameski, etc. I'm sure we're going to get some great content, and they'll be focusing no doubt on the US market. This is more focused on the UK, but just looking at this as a deal, so 18% off today. RRP in the UK is 129. We're down to 106, so that's that is bringing some serious value. As you know, if you've had Nothing product before, we are looking at a nice stem style design. The sort of the sort of comfort levels on these are up there with the very best. I don't think I've got a more comfortable pair of earbuds in my collection at this time. The thing I love about these though is the kind of the customizability when it comes to the sound quality. Obviously, we have got the Nothing app, which again is one of the best on the market in my opinion. We've got that great level of personalization with these. All the bells and whistles on this. We've got wireless charging, nice kind of fairly streamlined case there, wireless charging. We do also have multi-point. We do have a much improved battery life now. So this was one of the issues last year with the sort of the Ear 2. We just had a battery life that wasn't kind of acceptable at the time, but they have bumped that right up to 40 hours now, all in. We've obviously got the two different colours, and now we've got both LDAC and LDHD for supported devices. So if you've got a Nothing phone, you can get LDHD and Chat GDP support, which is the first time that we've seen that on any earbuds. So really kind of pushing the boundaries as to what these products can deliver. The ANC is one of the best in my opinion, certainly at this price point. And just a great all-round package. I love the sound quality. So you've got to go in there and sort of do the sound profile test, which you've got to do, man. You've got to do that because it turns these from kind of fairly average to kind of absolutely top end of the market. And just see there that Desmond's come in. Hi Desmond, good to see you, mate. Asking about the channel name. So yeah, so we did just tweak the channel name slightly. So I just kind of did a slight rebrand when it came to the images, the logo. So I've gone from Rich Music Tech to Richer Tech. So yeah, just a slight tweak, but it's still me. So yeah, thanks for coming in and dropping by. But yeah, like you can see there, it's got everything you want. One of the best equalizers. I've never really messed with the equalizer, but you've got an 8-band EQ that's also got the kind of what's the thing called there? It's an advanced equalizer with all the sort of F numbers, so you can really get into. Basically, each band can be personalised as to how you want that to kind of reflect. It's too much for me. I just like doing the hearing test, and they sound amazing. They really do. The thing they've added as well is the bass enhancement. So the thing that I always found with the Nothing Ear 2 was that I love the sound. Really bright and balanced sound. But it was just lacking a bit of bass, and I couldn't get that kind of balance right. But now you've got the bass boost, which is fantastic because it kind of gives you that clean bass. It reminds me of that kind of Sony bass. So that's really good. That's a good addition. So yeah, that's the first one, guys. So Nothing Ear. I think at the moment they are my kind of daily drivers, really. If I had to have one, but at this price. Fantastic, really recommend that. So that's the first kind of product we're going to look at, and then we're going to move to the almost like the little brother or the little sister, which is the Nothing Ear A. And again, I have used these so much this year. So basically what we've got here is a sub 100 budget kind of version essentially of the Nothing Ear, which is like almost like the top of the range premium level product that they've brought out. Again, unbelievable value. I mean, £69 now on today's Prime Day deal. I'm not sure there's a better deal on the market right now. They were good for 99, but 69 is unbelievable. Again, fully featured. You can see the breakdown there. Really strong noise cancellation. We've got those 11mm drivers in there again. They have kind of tweaked the sound signature, so it's not as balanced or clean as the Nothing AA, but it's delivering on all fronts, in my opinion. So it really is kind of that consumer-friendly kind of bass boosted signature. These are the ones that I tend to kind of take out and about with me. They are literally the same design when it comes to the kind of the form factor, as you can see there. But obviously inside it's just slightly different because the sound quality isn't as good on the A. But I wouldn't expect it to be for like £40 less or whatever it is. No wireless charging, no personalised hearing. But again, for what we're kind of paying here, particularly at 69, which is just like ridiculous, I think. We're getting it all, really. Fantastic ANC, adaptive if that's what you like. I forgot as well, they have got LDAC on board, which again is really useful to have. Dual connection, really good call quality, fast charge, decent battery life again. And obviously we do get the colour option of the yellow. So when they launched it back in sort of April, May time, the yellow was the kind of the headline. I went for the white, but if it'll load, the laptop's just being a little bit slow. There you go. They're certainly, they're pretty cool, aren't they, in terms of a colourway. But yeah, I stuck with the white and the black with the Nothing ear. But again, just note there though, I don't know if this is the same in the US, then they haven't discounted the yellow. Let's see is it just the white version today that they've brought down? Okay, so the black version is down to 79, and the white version, which to be fair I recommend anyway because it's a clean look, down to 69 there. So yeah, that's another great deal today on Prime Day. The next one is the Samsung. So again, this is another sort of another one that I've used a lot. A great one for its size and its compact form factor, both in terms of the case and the earbuds. But these guys have been everywhere for me this year. So again, fantastic sound quality, brilliant noise cancellation, really clean, loud, transparency mode. Can't go wrong, Samsung level sound quality, which, it's that balanced sound, but bringing in uncertain terms, bringing that kind of thump as well, plenty of bass there, but in a kind of nice, clean profile. RRP 99 down to 64 today. Love these, feature light, so actually we haven't got any of the kind of sound personalization, we haven't got any of the things like the wireless charging. It's kind of simple when it comes to the controls, etc. But these are banging in terms of sound quality. ANC is fantastic. If you've got obviously a Samsung device, you're going to love these as well, because you've basically got multi-point across any Samsung devices. I love the comfort on these. They just sort of sit in the ear. They've got a little wingtip there that just holds them in place, but there's no discomfort. Yeah, just all in all, really kind of another good all-rounder. There is some customizability when it comes to the Samsung Wearables app. If you've got an Android device, I use these with my iPhone with no problem, but I did set them up on an Android just to get that dynamic sound signature, so that's the setting you want to go for, in my opinion. But yeah, fully featured, but not kind of bells and whistles like we've seen on some of the other ones. Let's just check the colours. So the graphite that I've got here is certainly available for £64, and then the white version appears to be on the same deal, so that's good stuff. So that's the next ones. Again, one of my favourites of the year, the Samsung Galaxy Buds FE. And the next ones, we're going to move over to Soundcore. So we can't do a Prime Day stream without mentioning Soundcore, because they're always bringing the value, never mind on Prime Day, they bring it anyway. And these guys are the relatively new Sport X20. So again, an upgrade from a couple of years ago. They released the X10. It was one of my kind of regular exercise earbuds at the time. They've kind of gone in, given them a bit of a fresh look, but essentially, form factor is the same. So we've got the really flexible kind of ear hook things here, which work really well. They don't cause any discomfort. They're nice and flexible, as you can sort of see there. We have got button controls, which I really like as well. Really secure, really comfortable. Down today, so these are $89.99, down 22% to $69.99, which I think is a really good deal, considering they've only been out for a couple of months tops. So really like these. You've got full support from the Soundcore app. We have got some of those deeper functions like the Hear ID as well. These guys are obviously focusing very much on the bass, so there's a bass boost in there, which, I don't think you really need it because they're bassy enough, to be honest. Really good adaptive ANC, full waterproof, I think it's IPX7. But all in all, yeah, just really kind of great tool for the job if you're into the sort of the workout life. The sound wouldn't be my kind of preference if I was listening at home, but in terms of a workout sound signature, it's bringing that bass that you want when you kind of, when to fuel those workouts. But you have got, again, with the app, that fully customizable sound. You want to go in there and you want to do that Hear ID because it's likely to improve the sound signature for you based on your hearing. So like I said, IP68 sweat guard, that's up from IPX7, so I believe that's dust proof as well. You can see there we've got improved battery play times when compared to the Sport X10. Obviously the advanced ANC now as well, bigger drivers, and better mics with AI technology. So yeah, really kind of, again, good all-round workout earbuds. If you want that extra kind of protection in terms of your stability, the ear hooks are great. I think these are the best ones I've seen. They're really soft plastic, so you don't get that discomfort that I've certainly experienced with other ones. No wireless charging, but for the price, I think that's pretty okay. And you'll see there that with this one, it's kind of black and like a blue tint, which is really nice. Lovely kind of design again. The case is okay. It's quite slim, but it's a bit bigger, obviously, because of those kind of ear hooks. But yeah, another great option there from Soundcore, again on today's Prime Deals. And then the next one I'm going to look at is the P40i from Soundcore again. So again, one of my most regularly used earbuds over the past kind of 6 to 9 months. These kind of came out and directly challenged, strangely enough, the Liberty 4NC, because, to be honest, you've got the same form factor virtually. So you've got that really shallow bore that we saw on the Liberty 4NC. You've got, I think it's a slightly shorter stem, but other than that, it's the same design exactly. Touch controls. These guys have come in with a phone stand, which is something novel, not something I use kind of all the time, but maybe something that's useful to have. Again, you've got your fully featured app support, adaptive noise cancelling, as you can see there, massive playtime, 60 hours, wireless charging, which is fantastic. $39.99 today, which is £20 off. 3 different colours. Like I said, the apps there. I don't think we've got Hear ID on this one, but you've certainly got all of the presets and I think it's a 6 or 8 band EQ. So it's that familiar kind of Soundcore, fully customizable, really good across the board again. Fast pair now for Google. It's not the kind of most audiophile sound signature, but it's fun. It's quite balanced now these days. If you compare them to sort of like the Sport X10, that's more your old Soundcore boomy bass signature, whereas these guys, to be honest, have more of a balanced sound across the board. But again, you're absolutely free to tweak and get that to your own kind of taste, really. So just looking at some of the other Soundcore deals that are on today, you can still get the Liberty 4NC. I would still recommend it if you want kind of LDAC and that kind of thing, but I've advised people that these are the better deal, and I kind of stand by that even to today. So I think with the 4NC, you're going to get better noise cancelling, you're going to get LDAC, and that's pretty much it. In fact it's a lower battery life, so 50 on these, but 60 on the P40i. So it's basically the high res that you're getting and slightly better ANC. In terms of anything else from Soundcore today, you have got the sleep earbuds, which again, if that's what you're after, I don't think you're going to get a better deal or a better kind of a better product when it comes to sleep earbuds. So I think, again, like the X20 that we just looked at, they've kind of gone in and improved, kind of done an upgrade on the first generation, which I think Soundcore are pretty good at doing generally, with the sleep earbuds. So the A20 followed the A10 from a couple of years back, and they've improved everything across the board. I have tried these out. Excuse me. I have tried these out, and they are fantastic for what they do. Absolutely, you won't even notice them in your ear. They're so comfortable, incredible levels of comfort. Obviously, side sleep is an absolute joy with these. You've got that masking system, like a twin seal ear tip, which kind of blocks out that noise. They haven't got ANC as such, but it blocks it all out really effectively. It's also got a pretty decent sound signature, which surprises me, but it's kind of sticking to that Soundcore approach where you've got, actually, anything they release, you've got a great kind of sound signature to go with it. The app's excellent as well. So yeah, if you're after that, you're getting £20 off today, which is definitely worth considering, because again, these are quite new. So great to see the discounts coming in already. And then I think the only other ones that I was going to look at were some of the Jabra, because I have got a review coming up of the brand new second generation Elite 10. Now, unfortunately, these brand new ones are not on the office today, but I do think that these two deals here are some of the best you're going to see. So number one, the Elite 10 originals are down from 230 to 142, which is like, what is that off? That's like 40% or something off, at least. Yeah, 38%. Now with the second generation, we have got some upgrades which you want to be aware of, because if you are looking for some of the latest features, including a smart case now, which allows you to connect to via sort of like an analog connect to wired devices, but then connect the earbuds to the case. So it kind of negates the need for a Bluetooth connection on something like a turntable or an amplifier. So that's a really useful feature, which you don't get on the originals. The sound quality is, in my view, slightly better, but it's not night and day. But everything else, they've kind of marginally updated the ANC, marginally the transparency. The second generation 10s and the Active 8s, you are getting this kind of smart case, and it comes with a cable, so you're sort of ready to go with it, and it does work, but you are paying a premium for that. So if you just want to go for like the wireless features, then I would recommend considering these deals today, because actually the sound quality on both isn't night and day. It's just slightly better, probably 5 to 10% better. But all in all, it's the same. It's the same product. So that's kind of like the Jabra top of the range ones. The other one that I noticed was the I think it's the Elite 4s. So again, I've had these in the past, and if you're into the sort of Jabra thing, it's another good one there. Google Pixel Buds Pro down to 129. Not going to get a better deal than that. Is it these ones? So again, you've got a good option here. Doesn't appear to be a prime deal. Maybe it's the normal 4s. I mean, that £69 for the Elite Active 4s is decent. Let's see what it's saying for the these other guys. They're not coming up. Oh, there we go. Elite 4 Prime Day deal. So $99.99 down to 55% off. It's ridiculous. Down to 44 quid over here in the UK. I've had these before and they are really good. Again, across the board. It's not kind of like groundbreaking in terms of anything, but it does everything pretty well. And it's a nice kind of slimline fit, multi-point, full app support, Google Fastpair, Spotify Tap. You will have heard that Jabra are kind of winding down apparently the true wireless earbud arm of the business. So I guess there's a bit of a concern that you might not get any updates in terms of the firmware, but these have been out for a while, and they do the job. Multi-point, like I said, good call, as you kind of expect from Jabra, great call quality. After all, they are a telemobile company in first and foremost, but got really enjoyable sound. These were the ones that I I'd say avoid the 5s. Do you remember like the 7s as well? I think it was a 7 Pro and a 7 Active. They just weren't it when it came to sound quality. So these guys bring that bass that you kind of, if you ever have the 75Ts, this is the same sort of sound signature that you were getting from those guys back in the day. That real kind of boosted bass, but nice clarity as well. And there's an EQ in there as well if you want to start tweaking it. I think the only other kind of product that I want to just touch on, and again, it's not in the deals as far as I can see, but it's a neckband, and it's the CMF. I've got to mention CMF because they are coming out with some really interesting products. It's obviously a subset of the brand Nothing. Just kind of bring up the CMF stuff here. So it's like the budget leg or arm of Nothing, CMF, and really kind of really interesting in terms of value, because these guys were coming in for like 50. I think I've got them for like 50 full price. But it's like, you've got everything. You've got really good ANC. You've got this smart dial, which is just brilliant to use. So you've got your volume control on the dial. Also acts as a multifunctional button. Really comfortable. I wear these all day. You can just, the great thing about neckbands is you can just chuck them down. Obviously, they've got the magnetic kind of connection there, which is nice. It turns it off and it keeps them tidy. But again, you've got the Nothing app, so you can go in there and do your EQ. You've got your ultra bass as well, which I find is great, as long as you don't have it on 5. Something like 2 or 3 is really good. But they're bringing out cheaper and cheaper products, so you'll know about the Nothing Buds Pro 2, which have literally just come out, and I believe these have got dual drivers. So these are certainly going to be coming in at some point. We've got LDAC in there. Again, spatial audio on both these and the Pro 2. Really good calls, decent app, like we said. But I'm sure, so like these guys, you've actually got a smart dial, which I believe that actually kind of acts as volume control, which I think is remarkable. So it's another smart case, like we saw with the Jabras here. So you can control your volume and your tracks by using your case. It's fantastic. Dual connect. Yeah, hi-fi sound powered by dual drivers. So we've got an 11mm bass driver and a 6mm tweeter. So I've got to try these out. You've got your chat GDP integration if you've got a Nothing device. 50 decibels of hybrid ANC, which seems crazy for the price. LDAC, and then they've got this Dirac kind of tuning that they've been using as well. So this to me is really pushing the boundaries of what we can get under £60 over here in the UK. I mean, you're not going to see. Don't expect a kind of discount today or tomorrow on these, but it's 59. I mean, that is. So keep your eyes out. If you've tried them out, drop me a comment as well, because I'd be really interested to hear. And I haven't seen anyone review these yet, but certainly one on the wish list for me going forward. I did try the original Buds, CMF Buds, and the Buds Pro, and they were both decent, but these guys are better in terms of, well, across the board really, in terms of sound quality particularly. But yeah, so that's another kind of, if you're looking for a neckband, consider CMF. Good company. Watch out for the new ones, like I've just said. And I think that's just about going to do it. The only other kind of, I just mentioned them, but again, it's not on. I can't find any deals, certainly in the UK. Please let me know if you've seen any for the OnePlus Buds Free, because other than, I don't know, probably best under 100, we've got, just as a quick straw pro, we've got kind of OnePlus Buds Free, where you sort of your dual drivers, really good bass on those as well, fantastic design, app, everything, swipe control for the volume, which is so enjoyable. But these guys, if you can, these three are probably the top options at the moment under 100, just as a kind of current position halfway through the year. But at the moment, I can't see any deals on these. Keep your eyes tuned and let me know. So that's going to kind of wrap it up for this kind of fairly brief Prime Day stream. Obviously, within that, I've talked about some of my favourites of the year. I would sort of say that you've got a couple of really good options on sound quality, Nothing Ear and the OnePlus. All-round usability, kind of portability, and great for taking out and about. We've got the Samsung and the Nothing A. Budget option, Soundcore P40i. sport workout option, kind of X20 there, the new version, and then something which is a bit more kind of, I think it's 230, so it's a bit more on the premium level. Your Jabra Elite 10 second generation, I'd really recommend looking into those. If not, the Elite 10s are on a really good deal today at about 150, at least here in the UK. So that's been my kind of roundup and my kind of summary of some of the best deals today on Prime Day, and a bit of a rundown of my favourites so far. If you've got any of these, and you want to drop me a comment, please do. As always, thank you for watching the video. Please stay tuned for more videos coming soon. And with all that said, I'll see you in the next one.